Davey, a 4-2 victory here over Blackpool, just your reflections on the match as a whole?
Probably a little bit more inconsistent than what we've been in recent games. Good at times with the ball, getting to the areas of the pitch we want to be in. Probably a little bit impatient. I thought we rushed to try and get to the end point, but I thought our first goal was excellent. We've spoken an awful lot about when we get to crossing situations, can we make sure we attack the box at pace, and the ball that comes in gives a real chance to go and attack. And I thought that first goal, Robbie's put a great first ball in. We don't quite get the goal in that one, but it breaks back to him and he wraps another one again, and it's a good finish. So with 2 or 3 moments in the first half similar to that was pleasing. I thought we're probably a little bit passive out of possession. We talk about at times it's okay not with the ball, and that's okay, but there has to be moments we have to turn up the energy and turn up the pressure. I don't think we did that quite well enough, and that resulted in, obviously certainly the equaliser. I thought were a little bit easy in terms of how they managed to get to a side and get the ball into the box and then not contest it when it lands in there. But second half I thought we started really well. Excellent goal from Aaron Lyle. Obviously we want to play in the attacking half, we want to spend time there, but sometimes someone needs to do something different. And, a tremendous strike, and it's just managed to get across the line just where the keeper's got there at the end. But Josh does the same, an individual one. Then a good, almost a regain moment for Paul Nisa to score for the fourth. So some good stuff in there. I thought the second half a little bit more energy within the pressure, but I still felt just a little bit inconsistent was probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, is it a case of being pleased with the 4 goals but looking to tidy up in certain areas as well?
Well, then we've got to remember, of course we want to score goals, but we want to make sure the individuals and the team perform really well as well at the same time. So I don't think a result can ever mask and say that pleases you. It's nice to get it when you don't play as well as what you have done, of course it is, because it's still important that they want to go and do that. But we want to try and make sure we keep pushing our own standards and levels, irrespective of who your opposition are. And I just felt today we've seen good bits and we've just probably seen inconsistent bits, and probably the bit that challenged us most was probably the last 15-20 minutes when we did lose a goal from trying to play through pressure, which is fine because that's who we want to be. But when that pressure keeps coming and we keep making the same decisions and the same outcomes keep arising in terms of turning the ball over, we have to change it, and that's the personality bit with individuals on the pitch. If we keep playing in front of them, stop doing that, change the game, play somewhere else. If we're going to keep playing there, we have to make sure the quality stays really, really high, and we deal with the pressure either by retaining the ball individually or finding a way to go and combine and escape. But when it keeps happening, we have to change it, and that was a bit of the message we tried to get onto the lads at the latter part of the game. But once if you started playing behind the first 2 lines of pressure, they'll eventually drop off and you can start doing us again as well. So that's a challenge, because when you go to Ibrox and we keep doing that, you'll naturally feel that the pressure comes your way. So decision making is key at those moments.
Yeah, and for all 4 goals we saw tremendous pieces of individual quality as well. That must have pleased you.
We've got that in the team. We know there's players on the pitch that can make a difference. So your challenge is, yes, play at the team and how we want to be, but there's nothing that stops you being individual. We keep saying that to them, the key players that can do that. And obviously, certainly the goals that we got today would certainly highlight that.